Hi, welcome to the Triforce Podcast, where we talk about video games, we talk about movies, anime now, apparently.
Yeah, we're fucking multimedia at this point.
That alone is gonna get us copyright.
Watch the show.
No.
It's the Triforce.
All right. Oh my goodness. DBZ Season 9, Episode 2. Holy shit, man.
Is this, perhaps, the final DBZevening that we will share together?
This might be it, my dude. I just...
Crazy.
I can't believe it. Like, I never thought we'd get here. Like, I really never thought we would get here. And we didn't do our countdown, so let's just launch into the podcast. Who cares?
Let's go.
What's up?
Let's go. I thought we had started.
Yeah, we did. So, like, I'm just like... I just wanted to clarify that just in case, but, like...
I appreciate the guerrilla podcasting that you're doing here.
Yeah, speaking of guerrilla podcasting, holy shit, dude. Remember we were talking in the Rosario Vampire episode? We talked about that...
Vaguely, yes.
We talked about that Rosario Vampire walked so interspecies reviewer could run.
I can't believe you did this. I can't believe you've done this. You brought it up again?
I watched...
You've done this again?
No, because I want to clarify something. I really want to do... I'm a fan of setting the record straight, because I'm going to set my favorite DBZ character in this show, and then I'm setting this straight from last episode. Oh my god, Rosario Vampire is Oscar-winning anime compared to interspecies reviewer. Like, this is Titanic level anime compared to interspecies reviewer.
It's like the Passion of the Christ in comparison.
It warrants a passing glance and nothing else.
You're blessed if you don't know its name.
The best part of the show is the animation quality, and it is just... It's beautiful. The animation quality is beautiful, but it's on that. And I hate that a lot. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Oh,
so goodness. We should do the right thing and put it away forever.
I'm doing that forever. That's not happening ever again. Thank you very much. Welcome to Dragon Ball Z. Not that you'd fucking get that from our intro, but...
You did this. You've done this.
I needed to set it straight because I was listening to the Rosario Vampire episode today, and I'm like, God, I need to watch this show. And then I did right before this, and I'm like, you know what? I fully endorse Zach's disendorsement. Yes. I see the contention. So
I want interspecies reviewers' stock to drop. That's my goal.
Oh man! Wow!
Speaking of stock dropping, I feel like that is something that happens with anime when you get to like a season 9, right?
Yeah.
I don't feel a lot of anime has a season 9. Like there are anime that are long for sure.
Yeah.
But like 9 seasons is a long time.
It's a long time. I think Dragon Ball Z. I can only name like a handful. I think Dragon Ball Z. Naruto,
oh yeah,
One Piece, obviously.
Yeah, that's like the answer when it comes to long anime. They're
Bleach,
like, One
maybe.
Piece. I'm like, yes, we all know One Piece is long. We get it.
It's actually a multitude of pieces, ironically, but like, really all the Shonen Jump anime. You know those are really the only ones that make it past like a season 6. So, but Dragon Ball Z, man, that was like the pilot, besides Bleach, because I think they were coming out around the same time. But.
Yes, but, you know, I'm just saying that a lot of anime can lose their luster by a season 9. Mm-hmm. And I feel like DBZ season 9, ever since you loaned it to me, I'm like, you know what? This is like the part, like I said, DBZ kind of like existed in flux for me. This is the part of DBZ that I feel like almost completely passed me by, and therefore I have nothing but repressed memories for it. As a result, it's fucking great. You're right, 100%. You should say it.
It's so beautiful, and it's like it's at that perfect sweet spot where the show is amazing. It has just been getting. Oh boy.
Sorry about that. Oh,
Put
fuck
a pause
me.
in there.
Fuck me. Fuck me. What
All right?
idiot.
What happened?
You're gonna laugh at me.
What happened?
I got that notification and I didn't know if it showed up on the recording or not. So then, normally, I should have gone to go and mute the server. I just closed Discord. Because I'm used to, like, doing other shit, and I'm like, man, the server's not shutting the fuck up. I should close fucking Discord. I'm so sorry. Oh, God.
Oh, man, so we're doing this over Discord, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to, if we're not, if this wasn't clear by this point. Oh, my God.
Did you say things while I was gone?
I was just
Jesus.
I heard the thing and I was like, oh.
Okay. Should we maybe hit the ground running and launch in?
Let's just go back in. Holy shit. That was funny. That was really funny. Yeah, so like I was saying before, this was kind of a sweet spot of the show where it was just the show, the quality of the content was really good. It was ramping up really well, and the animation quality got much better. Like, it was still mostly hand-drawn, but you could tell it was just much more polished than it was in previous seasons. And then again, it came out in, like, what, fucking 1999 this stuff came out?
Hold on.
So this was unbelievable.
Yeah.
For
95.
Is the Buu Saga?
Yeah. Original dates.
Yeah, well, this is around the time that, like, Gundam Wing and stuff was coming out. You know, that was all that shit. And you could see the animation quality just shoot up. It was amazing.
The animation explosion of the late 90s, for sure.
Absolutely. And
all right.
Oh, God, I can't wait to get into this particular episode because it has a meme in it, a Hercule meme, that makes me laugh so fucking hard every time I watch it. But it also, like, it just illustrates how, you know, deadly Majin Buu is if you give him the right opportunities.
Right. So, leading back in, we were talking about the Super Buu fight, and now there is a fusion of Gotenks and Piccolo get called back into Super Buu and merge with him, and gives him all of access of Piccolo and Gotenks' memories, abilities, and powers, which, not a great forecast.
No, not for Gohan. It was just like, I was saying it last episode where it was very important for Piccolo to be absorbed. I think Piccolo was the most important one to absorb because
Sure.
Even later on, you know, imagine you gave Piccolo the keys to Gotenks' powers.
Yikes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. So,
Putting that kind of brain behind the wheel, for
exactly. And not only the keys behind Gotenks' power, but the key behind Super Buu's power.
sure. Right.
Like, crazy sauce.
Quite like Cell, Buu is absorbing all of these very strong fighters and improving his combat potential as a result.
Craziest part, though, is unlike Cell just got a power boost. You know, that's really all it was. Cell got a power boost. He could fake the android's voices, but whatever, that's fine. Super Buu actually is taking on characteristics of those he's absorbed. He learns all of their moves, all of their memories, and everything they can do, which is crazy.
And Buu is actually using that to Gohan's disadvantage by telling him what his three friends that were absorbed think of him now that they have access to the memories. So it's almost some mind games.
It's all mind games for sure. And I imagine that, like, yeah, you can play a few mind games with Goten's brain. I don't think Gohan's particularly privy to what Trunks thinks of him. But at the same time, imagine what Super Buu could do mentally to Gohan with Piccolo's brain.
Well, I don't think we have to imagine,
No,
because we
we
can
don't.
move on to episode 266. So that's going to put us very close to the end of the season with 291.
Mm-hmm.
All right. For the so this would come to our shores on November 5th, 2002. Old Kai's weapon in the Funimation dub and in the Ocean dub. I'll only get to say that a few more times. For the sake of the entire universe, return to life, Son Goku. You're needed as the Deus Ex Machina of every plotline of Dragon Ball Z.
Again, I thought this was going to be an actual title, and then I was like, all right, got it. I was
I'm
like,
rolling
damn.
with it.
I was like, shit, that's a long title.
This is going to be the Fallout Boy of Ocean dub titles.
I love it. Yeah.
Gohan, sorry.
I was just like, yeah, Goku comes back to life for the umpteenth time. Just, you know.
He was dead and then not dead, and then they called him out for not being dead. And
Surprise, surprise. Just fucking, he's back, guys. He's back. Yay, Goku. Fucking,
Right. Gohan is no match for the new Super Buu. Buu now possesses new skills, such as the Super Ghost Kamikaze attack, and of course,
he does.
the special Beam Cannon.
Yeah. Oh,
Goku,
yeah.
Piccolo's signature move, each of which he uses on Gohan. He's about to finish Gohan when B the dog comes running. B just trying to save the world by being adorable.
Yeah, and you know what he fucking does? Like this fight was so crazy because obviously Buu is so much more powerful now, like unbelievably outclassing Gohan. So I was watching this earlier today, and the particular mind games that he's playing on Gohan is so fucking crazy. Like he's fighting, and Gohan's trying to punch him. Gohan's trying to hit him, and Buu just pushes him back and goes, "You're not paying attention to my moves. Piccolo taught you better than that."
Oh man.
Yeah, imagine. And then he's getting fucking rocked, and Gohan goes to throw a kick at him, and he dodges out of the way. Super Buu comes up behind him and stops, like he puts his hand, this is a visual thing, but he puts his hand like right here, right? About to backhand him in the side of the head, but stops right beforehand. And he just goes, "Could have been your head." And I'm like, oh my god!
Yeah.
So he's doing the Piccolo thing where he's like training Gohan, but obviously trying to kill him.
Yeah.
So,
It's so much more of
God.
a flex this way.
It's
like
so much more.
like Piccolo was like, "Here, I'll kill you, but just to show you how other people can kill you, I'm not actually going to kill you."
Yeah.
And here's the villain
Doing the same thing, knowing that he's going to kill Gohan. Like, just Gohan knows he's doing this to kill him.
Access to Piccolo's competency makes anybody a better fighter. in
Oh,
the DBZ
God.
universe.
Piccolo, it's so sad because Piccolo is by far the smartest fighter in the DBZ universe, bar none. Bar none! And it's just, he's not as strong as everybody else, and that's why they had to nerf Piccolo. That's just... Oh,
Both
God.
Piccolo.
Yeah.
Hercule tries to save B, but he is only several times stronger than the average human. Nothing compared to Buu.
Yeah.
Buu is about to blast each of them when Gohan saves them. Buu then uses Gotenks' galactic donut trick on Gohan.
Remember that?
And
Let's just
aims
say
a
he binds him up
Kamehameha
in
wave
key
at him.
rings. Oh,
What's up?
Just binds him up in key rings. I'm not using the fucking donut thing. I'm just so mad. Like, I do really love this part where, like, Boo's holding Gohan up by his head. He's just like, "Oh, I'm Buu, I'm gonna kill you." I don't remember what he says. He says,
It's a good approximation you tried there, I guess.
It's a very crude approximation. But, yeah, so Gohan's kind of like fucked if no one helps him. So B comes up and starts barking at him. And, like, Hercule's like, "What are you fucking... B, come back!" Like, he's freaking out. So, he turns to blast B. And then Hercule comes out and just starts wailing on Buu. Obviously, it does nothing, but like, he's trying to save Gohan, which I think was crazy. It was
Hercule?
really cool. Yeah, Hercule was trying to save Gohan.
Yeah.
It was
Does
really
he have
cool.
any? Does he have any inkling about Gohan and his daughter at this point? I think "mum's the word," isn't it, on that? Like,
I don't know. I think maybe, like, I don't think it's officially, because they're not official at this point. So, they're definitely
Anyway.
not official. But I think maybe Videl has mentioned him a few passing times.
right. So Buu uses the Galactic Donut, aims the Kamehameha wave at him, but Gohan is able to summon enough strength to break out of the way and move out of the way in time.
Yeah, this particular scene was cool too. I'm sorry to keep
No, that's
stopping
fine.
you.
Can we
'cause
institute a hand signal?
Yeah, absolutely. Because
Good.
I took notes on this part. It was
Fantastic.
really cool.
Roll with it.
So imagine you're Gohan and you're fighting against all your friends in one body, basically, and you're bound by Goten's move, and you're about to be hit by a Kamehameha wave. And the best line that I've heard from Majin Buu flexing on Gohan so far, besides "could have been your head," I love that line so much. He looks at Gohan dead in the eyes while he's bound by Goten's move and goes, "Stop me if you've heard this one before."
That's a classic.
Oh my god.
It's an antique villain line.
It's so good. It's so good. This whole episode was so fucking good, man. Oh god.
Like, I feel like Cell, when you did the Cell saga, like, he absorbed in it and he was very strong of his own accord. Whereas Majin Buu is one of the best examples of, like, the copycat villain, where it's just like, I'm gonna absorb you, and now everything you knew, everything you can do, I can do too.
Yeah.
That's fucking great. So
The one crazy difference between Cell and Buu is Cell got a power boost, and yeah, you know what? He had knowledge of his own abilities, but the special beam cannon, Cell could do it too. That was Cell's ability. You know, that Kamehameha, Cell's ability. Destructo Disc, Cell's ability. The fact that makes it so dangerous is when Buu absorbs somebody, the memories come with it. Which is something so different than Cell. Because imagine learning a new move, but also learning every possible way to use it from the host, and being able to cross-reference that with other hosts you've absorbed to invent new ways to use it.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, that's crazy.
Meanwhile, in the other world, King Yemma decides to send Vegeta back to the Earth to help in his fight against Majin Buu. On the world of the Kais, Old Kai decides to give his life to Goku so that he can return to Earth and fight Buu. The now deceased Old Kai gives Goku his earrings. He explains to Goku that if he and another person each wear them, they will fuse together.
Yeah, the Potara Fusion, man. This scene was so stupid. Like, it was so dumb. Like, I hated this scene because it was like, Old Kai was like, I'll just give you my life and you can go back to Earth and stop Majin Buu. I think I went to Bobbity there, but it's fine.
A little bit.
They both sound the same. But like, Goku's like, oh my god, you're too kind, thank you. And then like, they have this whole like mourning thing where Supreme Kai sits down. He sits down and literally just fucking dies. Like, you see that, like, you know when like someone in anime realizes something and then like that streak goes through their head? Like that happens and then he just fucking keels over. So, and they're like, they have this moment of silence thing. Goku's halo disappears. They have this whole tense moment. He's like, all right, I'm going to go down to Earth and I'm going to save Gohan. And then it flips back around to Old Kai sitting back up, and he's like, well then get the fuck out of here, what are you doing, you're wasting time. And he's just got a halo, and you forget that death has no consequence because they're already in the dead world. So,
Amazing,
like,
bro, amazing.
It's
All
just
right.
so stupid.
Episode 267, Ready to Fuse.
Oh
in the,
baby, yes.
Funimation dub. In the ocean dub, the miracle happens once. Will the super combination with Gohan come about?
Should I give a spoiler alert?
Sure. I mean,
I'll just
we're
tell
on
you-
season 9. I feel like
There's
if anybody's gotten to this point, they don't need a spoiler alert.
There's no canon character called Gokuhan, I'll tell you that. So
I love it.
So yeah, there's your spoiler. Now I really like this one too. This is a funny episode. This is kind of a fun one. So let's get into it.
Old Kai tells Supreme Kai and Kibito to try a fusion with their earrings, but only after they fuse together does he reveal that it is a permanent fusion. What a dickhead.
He really wasn't shit about it. And he just like, so how long does he's fused. So how long does the fusion last? Once two bodies are joined, they can never separate. The Supreme Kai is just like, you mean I'm stuck like this? What?
Amazing. Incredible.
Oh, God. What an amazing thing to drop after you've done something. And Goku does a similar thing later in the show, so it's really good. Oh, God.
Dende heals Gohan's injuries, so to prevent this from happening again, Buu creates a giant energy ball and aims it at Dende. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just before it hits, it is defected by ya boy with the 3 eyes for Tri-Beam Attack. Tien's Tri-Beam Attack, who has decided to help.
Imagine. That's a great way to put it.
No, this is even better.
Off.
Who has decided to help even though he is terribly outclassed.
No! Why do you have to do Tien so dirty immediately? Why?
I had to share that. I had to share that. No, this man is D tier, bro. This guy is out here. He's trying his best.
He was able to deflect Super Buu's like energy blast.
Right?
You can't be that outclassed, you know what I mean?
Huge. Buu tries
There's
again.
definitely a sink. I was gonna say there's definitely a power sink, but it's definitely not the way they're making it seem. He was horribly outmatched.
He is
not
terribly
a snowball's
outmatched.
chance in hell. Oh man, that's ridiculous.
You better close all 3 eyes, son. Buu tries again, but Goku suddenly appears and sends a disc of energy at the monster. It cuts off his legs and part of his head.
God, this part was so cool, dude. This part was so cool. I talked about this scene in the Bruce Faulkner interview too. Fucking when Goku shows up and he cuts through Buu with a Destructo disc, which I think was great. Thank you. But when he shows up, this is the only time they ever did this in the DVD cuts. They played the title theme of Dragon Ball Z when this showed up. When he showed up and cut Buu in half. Oh my god. So like Buu gets, all of a sudden he's cut in half. It just pans over to Goku. You hear da 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 da. It's like yes.
Hell yeah. Hype.
Oh man.
This show was hype. It created
so
hype.
good.
Like it was insane.
It's the only show I could watch over and over and over again and have the exact same reaction every single time.
His legs deal Tien a crushing kick which completely incapacitates him. And then they return to
So
Buu.
rude. It's so rude. Like Goku and Buu are just talking, and then all of a sudden Boo's legs hop up and just give one across the face to Tien, and he's fucking out. Like, he's gone.
This is what I'm saying, man.
This was, I mean, maybe the wiki was right, but but also at the same time, Tien was off his guard. He wasn't expecting that shit. And, like, even Goku says that. He's like, what the fuck? He wasn't even... Why? He's like, why would you do that?
It's just for the flex. Buu lives for the flex.
Buu lives for the flex, man. Chaotic evil at its finest.
Mm-hmm. Desperate to stop Majin Buu, Goku throws Gohan the other earring. Fuck. But his aim is off, and the earring is lost in the nearby rubble. What a fucking chode. Unbelievable.
Didn't I tell you guys that Goku and Gohan pass a brain cell back and forth when they're in the same room? Like, it's just... they're just two of the dumbest people I have ever... Gohan is a himbo to no end. Like, that's... He is a himbo, 100%. Goku is just dumb. Like, they're just plain dumb. I don't know. He's classic dumb.
The man is a bimbo. By association. He's a bimbo.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, man. So they're trying to find the ring, and Goku's just like, just hold on a minute, please. Just give me 1 second. Just give us a second to sort this out. And Majin Buu, the most powerful creature in the universe currently, is just like, just hold up. Just time out.
Great. Goku goes Super Saiyan 3 in an attempt to hold Buu off while Gohan searches for the earring. Inside Super Buu...
what a sentence.
Yeah.
What a sentence. Go Super Saiyan 3 to hold him off.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It shows you the power of this being. Like, it shows you what they need to resort to. This will kind of affect the monster that is Super Buu here. Inside Super Buu, Gotenks' fusion wears off, splitting back into Trunks and Goten, causing Buu to lose well over a third of his power and for his appearance to change. Realizing what's happened...
Yeah, so he gets the Piccolo thing. He gets the Piccolo arm guards and the cape and shit. So...
Realizing what's happened, Goku declares he can now defeat Majin Buu without fusing with Gohan and prepares to fight. Knowing he needs a
What a fucking moron! What a moron! Why?
So stupid.
I hate this! I hate this part of Goku! I hate it so much! Just kill him! Just kill him!
Right. So instead of fusing with Gohan... It doesn't have to be fair! Instead of fusing with Gohan, this is what happens. And you're right. Earlier you said there's no Goku in this story. Knowing he needs a massive power increase, Buu causes the part of his head that was cut off earlier to suddenly engulf Gohan, just like Piccolo and Gotenks. He reabsorbs the blob containing Gohan and is now even more powerful than when he was. With Gotenks absorbed, Goku has once again taken power and walked up to his most hated rival and went, "You can have it."
I despise this piece of Goku. Like, it's this part of Goku and Vegeta's pride. If they were just stripped of those two pieces, those two guys were just plucked those two particular pieces, they would be the strongest beings in the universe, bar none.
Right.
Like, it's just... They just need to fucking get over themselves.
Yeah.
No, we don't need to fuse. We don't need to. It's fine.
I can do it.
I hate it. I can do it myself. It's not fair if we're that overpowered. Shut the fuck up.
Episode 268, Union of Rivals.
Oh, yeah.
And in the Ocean dub, merged Vegeta's pride and Goku's rage. Now back in control, Buu toys with Goku, telling him he has some time to find someone to fuse with.
Yeah, and I was gonna say Gohan. Well, yeah, kinda. Buu starts playing some mind games on Goku, too. It's just like, it is really funny, because he's just like, this is good. I have so much more power. Thanks so much, Dad. I really appreciate that.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's like, I've got both your sons inside of me, and we're fighting. Should we go to family counseling?
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's a fuckhead.
Trying to get
He's
Goku
a
on the
fuckhead.
couch, man. Damn.
Oh,
man.
yeah, absolutely.
So this
So
is
funny,
wild.
though.
I wasn't expecting to have to say this sentence. So, Buu is telling Goku he can go find somebody to fuse with. Goku considers fusions with
Say it. Say
Dende,
it.
Dende, and Hercule, but neither of them are appealing possibilities. Yo,
You think?
fuck.
You think?
What are you talking about?
You think? I mean, to be fair, who else is left? B?
You dog. Yeah, I mean that is the power rankings, but like I don't. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gokule sounds good. I feel like Gokule
Dendoku.
would have sold.
Well, Goku was a character.
Yeah.
In Budokai 2, I think it was. Like, you could actually be Goku.
Gokule, huh? Crazy.
Yeah, it's Goku with an afro and Mr. Satan's mustache. It was great.
I want to die.
So
Okay, so
that's a canon thing in those games.
he immediately senses that Vegeta has returned and uses instant transmission to teleport to his location. While
Yeah.
Buu is
Yeah, what a
distracted,
fucking time.
Tien is healed by Dende. Sorry.
No, it's all good. So again, I was gonna say Gohan. Again, technically correct. Buu, basically just gives Goku, he's just flexing on him now, the same way Gohan would flex on his villains. Just so, it's so, like, immediate. It's such an immediate change, and I love it. So, Gohan, God damn it, Buu is just like, okay, you know what? Fine. I'm gonna let you fuse. I'm gonna give you a count of 5 to find somebody to fuse with.
5?
And that's where we get the whole montage. Yeah, that's where we get the whole montage of like Dende and Goku fusing.
I feel less
and then
bad.
Hercule and Goku.
It's a
fusing.
5-second decision.
It was. Yeah. So he's just like, well, not 5 seconds. He's just counting to 5. Just whatever he feels like it. Just like. So, doesn't necessarily have to be 5 seconds.
Okay.
It certainly took 10 minutes in the show.
As everything does.
So he's counting down and he's doing all this, all the deciding, and then he gets to 1, and then Boo's like, you were supposed to, you didn't find anyone to fuse with, Goku. You didn't do that. All right, you know what? Fuck it. Or you know what? Fine. It's just like he charges at him, and he's about to backhand him, and then all of a sudden he just instant transmissions away.
Nice.
And then Boo's like, what the what? Like, that's another thing I actually love about Goku is his complete inability to give context to any of his villains. You know what I mean? He just teleports away with no words, no nothing, and he's just doesn't tell Buu anything, no nothing, and Boo's just like, what the fuck just happened? He's just so mad and so confused. I just love it so much.
Yeah.
But so he teleports over to Vegeta, who has been brought back to Earth, a rare privilege only given to the best of souls, by the way. So King Yemma kind of made a little exception there for good old Vegeta. Yeah,
A little
bit,
exception, bro. This man's a genocide.
Typically, yeah, I was gonna say, typically people guilty of multiple genocides are not really let back. World of the living,
Multiple
but
genocides.
totally fine.
Multiple genocides. Yeah. Wow.
Absolutely.
Oh, God.
How many planets has Vegeta destroyed? So like, so he's back and he's doing the Goku thing where he's there for 24 hours,
Right. Got you.
So he teleports over to Vegeta and Vegeta's like, what the fuck are you doing here? Because Vegeta doesn't know he's alive. He's like, and how are you alive? And Goku's like, all right, look, Vegeta, I know you got a lot of questions. No time. Put this on.
Yes. After Goku finds Vegeta, Goku
God.
tries to convince him to fuse, but Vegeta is angry at Goku because he knows Goku was holding back his Super Saiyan 3 transformation when they fought. With Vegeta refusing to cooperate, he tries to convince... they are forced to take on Buu as individuals, but are clearly outclassed.
Yeah, Vegeta does this whole thing. He's like, don't you know what you did to me? And Goku's like, no, not particularly.
Not this time.
Not really. No, not really. And then Vegeta's like, I found out about Super Saiyan 3 in the other world. I knew you could do it. And you held it back for me. And I'm like, Vegeta, listen, record yourself and listen to what you're saying. Just please, Vegeta. Like, just please.
Tell me this makes any sense.
None of it makes any sense. And Goku's just like, yeah, no, I could do that, but if it's any consolation, I can only do it for like 10 minutes. So, like, Vegeta's like, that's not helping.
10 minutes.
So, yeah. So Goku has to help Vegeta work through his bullshit while they're getting absolutely pummeled by a multi-universe killing monster man.
Classic.
Oh, God.
Peak Dragon Ball Z.
Peak Dragon Ball Z. Vegeta, go to therapy and just save the world, please.
Goku tells Vegeta that Buu absorbed Trunks and killed Bulma, and thus asks him to put their differences aside to save their people. Vegeta finally agrees, and only after putting on the earring does Goku mention the fusion is permanent. The two last surviving Saiyans fuse, and a new being is created.
Yeah, this scene was really funny. So there was actually a really cool speech in this that, it's very important to how Vegeta acts from this point forward. And Goku's just like, Vegeta, pretty much like, get the fuck over yourself. Like, the Saiyans aren't coming back. We're the last ones. We're the ones, our sons are the last ones. We lost the Saiyans. Accept that. Don't lose what we have here. We are making something new. Don't fuck this up. It's like, look at what's in front of you. You have a wife. You have a kid. We're building a new world where the Saiyans can be. All right? Don't fuck this up, Vegeta. In no uncertain terms. So Vegeta's like, can you guarantee this fusion thing will work? That's Vegeta saying, I'm sorry, I'm an idiot, know? So he starts putting the earring on as Buu is charging at them. He's just like, so it's the right ear, right? Yeah. So he's fumbling with it. He's about to click it on. And Goku's like, oh yeah, by the way, just want to let you know, this is permanent. And Vegeta's like, what the fuck do you mean?
Just fused together.
Don't you think that's important information? Oh,
yeah.
God.
You were right.
So
he
funny.
did it.
So
he did the same thing old Kai did, yeah.
So they fuse. Yeah, so they fuse and enter my favorite Dragon Ball Z character, Vegeta.
Of all time, huh?
Oh, yes. I adore Vegito. He's like, you know what it is? He's got that Gotenks kind of arrogance, but he's got the sauce to back it up.
Oh my, this man.
He's got the sauce.
This man's sauce has been marinating for a long time.
This is like, it's unbelievable how hard Vegito flexes on Buu. It's like otherworldly flexes.
Yeah, and nothing more appropriate than episode 269. AKA...
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Vegito in the English dub.
Yes!
Otherwise known as...
I love that.
Otherwise known in the Ocean dub as Magnificent Power. Vegito surpasses the ultimate. It's actually spelled V-E-G-E-T-O. Vegetto. Vegetto.
What?
It's, in the ocean dub,
That's weird.
It's spelled Vegetto.
That's so weird. Vegetto.
Sounds like a dish you could order.
I was gonna say it sounds like a pasta.
The Vegetto rigatoni, please. This new being names himself Vegetto and begins to fight Buu. He is clearly far superior to even the new Super Buu. In the other world, Bulma, Videl, Chi-Chi, and Deborah, for some reason, are looking for Gohan, whom they mostly believe to be dead. When Deborah arrived at the check-in station, he resisted the guards' attempts to subdue his aggressive behavior, and knowing Deborah would enjoy being sent to hell, King Yemma turns him good instead. What a fucking G move. That's amazing.
Yeah. They basically, if we continue Super, they pretty much did the same thing to Frieza, and it's hilarious.
Very good.
So
Because
funny.
Deborah's the king of demons, right? He's the king of devils or something.
Yeah.
So
it's very unsettling to watch him like this, though. It's extremely unsettling. But yeah, so they're all looking for Gohan. And yeah, they've just kind of, and Chi-Chi's like, we're never gonna find him, and Bulma's like, no, we're gonna find him, but like, you also gotta remember, it's not like we're on Earth, you know, there's literally hundreds of trillions of souls here. Like, it's not gonna take an afternoon, Chi-Chi.
yeah, Bulma ever the realist as usual.
Oh yeah, so fucking funny. And Videl is just like, yeah, no, we're gonna find him. I don't really think he's here though. So like, which is big, which is huge. So.
Back
Yeah.
on Earth, Dende and Hercule arrive at the battle scene just as Buu has decided to destroy the Earth. He creates a massive ball of energy and throws it towards the Earth. Vegetto easily catches it and deflects it back out into space. Buu claims that he...
You remember what oh, I'm sorry for cutting you off. Remember what Trunks did to Frieza with the giant energy ball? He just picked it up and just like one-handed it out. Basically did the same thing. But up until this point, like, Buu has just been like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna fight you. We're gonna do this. And he slams Vegetto into the ground, and Vegetto gets up and he's like, whew, all right, you know what? Give me another one. I need to get used to this. This body's still a little fresh. I'm gonna break it in a bit first before I really get to work.
That is hilarious.
So,
yeah.
so fucking funny. He's just like, well, I felt that one. It actually blew out a crick in my neck
my
that I had.
God, bro.
So, yeah. So fucking funny, man. I love the two of them flexing because it's so unique.
As you might imagine, Buu doesn't take his massive energy world-destroying ball being kind of just dunked on very well. Buu claims that he has yet to fight at his full power, and in some of the coolest shit I've ever heard, Vegetto says the same and powers up to a Super Saiyan. Hell yeah.
Yeah, he does. Meanwhile, this wasn't Super Vegetto. This was base form Vegetto flexing on Buu like this. Like, unbelievable. Now, also keep in mind that both Vegeta and Goku have the ability to willingly go into Super Saiyan 2.
Right.
So that stands to reason that Vegetto does as well.
Just to Super Saiyan 2 or Super Saiyan 4 as a result.
Well, that's in GT, which I think we'll cover
Now,
at some point. But
yeah, got that. Got you. Episode 270, Rip in the Universe, otherwise known as, in the Ocean dub, A Fissure Between Dimensions. Has Buu snapped? Has he snapped, Colton?
this scene was so... Kinda? Yeah, I mean, like, he's really just getting everything he's done rebuked immediately. And, like, he does this really cool attack where he uses the Super Ghost Kamikazes, like, to just fire off Kamehameha waves and trap, like, Vegito, and it's really, really cool, and it's really clever. And then Vegito just comes out of it. He's like, wow, that attack could have killed me. You know, when you did the Kamehameha wave. Oh, and then that Gallic gun. Super scary. Super scary. And then Buu is just like, oh my god. He's just like, that could have killed me. And he's like, well, actually maybe not, but you know what? It could have at least bruised me. Maybe given me like a little cut or something.
What a bitch. What a bitch.
Oh, he's such a bitch, and I love him so
Now calling
much.
himself Super Vegito, Vegito continues to thrash Majin Buu. Buu tries to hide himself with his own steam to gain the advantage, but Vegito continues to batter him. On the...
Just fucking...
Yeah?
This scene in particular, I don't understand why this happened, because Goten can sense energy, Trunks can sense energy, obviously fucking Piccolo can sense energy, and Gohan can sense energy. How do you think Buu found the lookout? By sensing the energy of the Z fighters, right?
Seems that way.
He's like, you can't fight me if you can't see me, and I'm like, what do you mean? Buu, you can do that too. What do you mean? And all your memories inside you are telling you they can do it too. Why? Why would you try that? Oh god, it's so stupid. It was such a stupid
Doesn't make
scene.
a lot of sense.
No, and he's like baffled. He's baffled that he got hit in the steam. It's just like, I don't understand why.
On the Grand Kai's planet.
Oh god.
On the Grand Kai's planet, Krillin and Yamcha are training with King Kai. Back on Earth, Buu is starting to become desperate. He liquefies himself, shoots down Vegito's mouth, entering his body and turning him into what looks like a super muscular version of himself. While inside Vegito, Buu continues to take control of his body and boasts that he will use him to destroy him from the inside. However, Vegito uses all of his energy to isolate all of Buu into one spot and pound him.
Like, imagine this shit that you're just pulling out of the hat. Like, you're the most, up until the fusion, you are the most powerful thing in creation, right? So, fucking, maybe save for Beerus, you know, but we don't know he's a thing. You know what I mean? Like,
He is a thing, though, right?
It's insane.
He is a thing.
Yeah, so, like, it's insane to think about that, where up until then you were just used to being literally the strongest thing that exists. And this dude comes along and has forced you into a corner that hard where you're just making shit up. At this point, you're just like, I'm gonna try this. I don't know if it'll work. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. We're gonna give this a fucking whirl because we have no other choice.
Try.
So, absolutely. And every single thing you do is getting rebuked. And he's just laughing at you and shit-talking you the whole time. He may as well be like a Redditor, just looking at you like GG Kid. Like, you know what I mean? Just so funny, dude. It's so funny to watch Vegito just absolutely flex on this man.
Buu moves around, but Vegito simply continues to pound him. Buu is thus forced to exit Vegito's body. Realizing he doesn't know how he can save himself, Super Majin Buu begins to freak out, and an immense amount of energy he releases into his surroundings threatens to tear the universe itself apart. Realizing this, Vegito tries to stop him, but Buu has put up a shield around himself, which Vegito breaks after a long struggle and stops Buu.
It wasn't a long struggle. It was not a long struggle at all. It was so... I know, you're reading it. I know you're reading it like that, but I'll tell you exactly how it happened. You imagine, right? Like, you remember how Buu opened up the hyperbolic time chamber? Like, he just freaked out so hard that he screamed so loud it literally tore through dimensions.
Yes.
He's so powerful. So, imagine, with all the power that Buu has now, him doing that same shit. He's literally warping the fabric of space and time. Right? With just the sheer amount of raw energy that he's outputting. And Vegito punches the shield, and he just powers up a bit, socks him in the fucking face.
Incredible.
Like, and just, like, this was the most sombering thing for Buu the entire fight that they had, where this is it. That was his maximum. That was his absolute outright maximum, and he just got fucking decked like it was nothing. And Super Buu's floating in the water, and he says something that I think is very important to how Buu continues to act at this point. He just goes, "He won. I lost."
Wow.
And that's it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're, that kind of contextualizes us for the audience. We're not the ones getting beaten, you know, we're not the ones getting blasted with energy blasts. You know, that puts in context the pain and, you know, just, I guess, shock that Buu is in.
Yeah. Like, he just went from being the ultimate thing in all of the multiverse to just being this guy's punching bag.
Okay.
Immediately.
Colton, I'm going to throw up I would say our formula here. I'm going to read the description, and then I'm going to do the titles. But it's such a short description that I'm going to give it all in one shot, and then you can give us the bigger story, okay?
Okay.
Because I've been waiting.
Yeah.
Earlier you heard me laughing over these titles, and this is one of the ones I've been looking forward to. So I'm going to give it a little primer.
Okay.
Vegito and Buu continue to fight, and Vegito is still far more powerful than his opponent. He repeatedly dominates Buu, which makes Buu angrier and angrier. Vegito is just toying with him. Buu hatches a plan and calls Vegito out. Vegito comes closer, and Buu turns him into candy. Meanwhile, Videl, Bulma, Chi-Chi, and Dabura continue their search for Gohan. Videl still does not believe that Gohan is dead. This episode 271 was known as Vegito Downsized in the Funimation dub. And in the Ocean dub.
Oh no. Oh no.
The ace up Buu's sleeve. You've become a hard candy.
Yeah, this is peak Dragon Ball Z, alright, boys. Oh my goodness. It's such a ridiculous episode. We do get a very cool scene in this episode, though, which is really fun. So we see that, you know, Vegito's just doing his thing. How much more can I say that Vegito's flexing on Buu as hard as he possibly fucking can? Like, he's constantly throwing Buu into a state of disrepair and just constantly making him regenerate himself and just depleting his energy. So, you know, and we get Vegito's signature move, the Spirit Sword, in this one, which is really cool. He doesn't actually call it the Spirit Sword, but that's what it is. So imagine you're Majin Buu, right? And you're just getting absolutely picked apart. You're in, like, he throws Majin Buu to the ground. He's completely, like, disheveled and completely broken, ripped to pieces. How does he pick him up? Shoves a beam of light through his mouth and picks him up like that. It's like, and it's just the visual of him getting, because it's in the distance, so Majin Buu's in the distance because the sword's really long, so it's just the visual of the sword picking up a Majin Buu in the distance is really fucking funny. But, like, he's just like, when are you gonna give up? Like, come on, what are we doing? Like, so he's just like, I'm getting bored. This is boring.
I'm bored of fighting here. Is this why your Discord name for this week's is XX underscore Vegito underscore XX, or is that?
I feel like if I was trying to make something with Vegito in my Discord name, but, like, I've seen that so many times on Xbox where I was just like, fuck it, we're gonna go with that.
That was so funny.
Oh,
it really,
man.
really made me laugh. All right.
Glad. So Buu is just like, all right, what am I gonna do? There's literally, I cannot face him head on. There's nothing I can do. He's too powerful. So he's kind of just baiting Vegito at this point, where he's like, okay, if I can make them think that I have more power in me, I can get them to come closer, and I can just do the chocolate thing. And it's just like, so he's telling Vegito, he's like, you know what? I don't believe you. I don't believe you have enough power to kill me. If you can do it, do it.
Fucking asshole.
He's just like, but obviously this takes Vegito for a loop. He's like, this is different. Like, this is not what I've been doing with for the past 3 episodes. So he's like, okay, I'm just gonna approach this slowly. Actually, I'm gonna move in a little slowly. And Boo's like, perfect. Get a little bit closer, and then he just zaps him into a coffee-flavored jawbreaker.
Hell yeah, that sounds delicious.
Yeah. I know. Me too. I'm really happy about it. Dende really wasn't thrilled about it.
No.
You know? Because not Vegito getting turned into a candy, not Vegito possibly being incapacitated for the foreseeable forever. Dende was just like, why coffee? Why coffee flavor? I'm like, Dende, there's so many more important questions you need to be asking right
let me
Dende,
let me check in with the audience, and you folks at home play along and see if you can tell what's going to happen. In episode 271, I'm going to go opposite here. We're going to go Ocean Dub first. A hero lost. Vegito is absorbed. And in the Funimation dub, the incredible fighting candy. I can't believe I'm about to tell you these next 2 sentences. Colton, I've got a parenthetical for you. I know that's one of your favorites. As Buu celebrates his apparent victory, the Vegito candy unexpectedly begins to attack Buu. It turns out that Vegito is somehow still in full control of his new candy body, and he is just as powerful as he was before, and can even talk, in parenthesis, albeit in a higher pitch.
No, it's not. Not in the dub. It's the same voice.
It must be talking about the Japanese. Maybe they just got like a different voice actor to do that. Maybe. They do that a lot when characters shrink or get turned younger or whatever. That's hilarious. Yeah.
God, that's amazing. That's so ridiculous. Yep. I love that. Yeah, so this fucking jawbreaker. Yeah, it's really funny because he actually makes a comment about that. He's like, "What are you talking about, Boo? I thought you were gonna eat me. Come on, let's go. Come on, eat me. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, literally just fucking with him. And he's just like, I'm a jawbreaker. I'm the toughest candy there is. Come on, what you gonna do about it?
Unbelievable. The candy...
Unreal. Such a piece of shit.
Go on.
Oh no, I was gonna say, he's just such a piece of shit. And he's just attacking Boo. Like, just ramming himself into Boo as a candy. Like, it just... I don't know if I don't know how far this episode description is gonna go, so I want to tell you one piece that's really fucking funny. He actually flies into Boo's mouth as the candy and comes out the back of his head, cutting off his head tail.
No, that's not in here at all. Oh my god.
Yeah. So he does that, and then he's like, Boo's like obviously pretty upset about that and in pain. And he's like, come on, Boo, I thought you were gonna eat me. I literally flew into your mouth. How much easier can I make it for you?
Amazing. This candy Vegito is just as fast as Super Vegito, and due to its tiny size, is impossible for Boo to hit. Infuriated at being toyed with by a piece of candy, Boo changes it back into Vegito, who then continues to beat him up. That's amazing. That's one of my favorite
just like,
in episode sentences we've heard so far. That is excellent.
Isn't it great? Do you see why Vegito is my
do.
favorite character?
I do.
Like, I love him so dearly.
Vegito literally starts tearing Buu apart. He gives Buu until the count of 10 until he destroys him. During this countdown, Buu notices a part of himself that Vegito tore off down on the ground.
There's a reason I brought up the thing where he ripped his head tentacle off. There's a reason I brought
this
that
part
up.
rises up behind Vegito, and before Vegito reaches 10, he is engulfed by the pink blob. Buu calls the blob back to him and absorbs it. I am going to the bathroom because I am sick and tired of this crap. I am sick of it. Done with it. Unbelievable.
Oh, man. Yeah, and it's not the only crap that will be happening in the show. It's funny you use that analogy because upcoming is an interesting arc of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
It gets a lot sillier and a lot campier, but it also gets a lot cooler. So.
I can't tell you how excited I am to talk about that episode. Oh yeah. Boy. But before we get there, we got to go to episode 273, The Innards of Buu, or in the ocean dub, a demonic maze. What is there inside Buu's belly?
Oh no. I can't believe the ocean dub made it this far. I have like a vague memory of the ocean dub being canceled. Like the Cell Saga or something. Or maybe that was a different dub, you know what I mean?
Maybe.
I don't know, but man, was that funny.
After absorbing Vegito, Buu notices that he has not taken on any of Vegito's characteristics. He guesses this is because he hasn't digested Vegito yet. Inside Buu, Vegito still exists intact and separate from Buu. It turns out that Vegito had planned this, putting up a barrier during the absorption, and letting himself...
He didn't plan getting absorbed. He did not plan getting absorbed. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's what it says, man.
He planned the energy barrier, but he did not plan getting absorbed. Oh my god.
Putting up a barrier during the absorption and letting himself be shrunk by Buu's magic absorption process, but not incorporated into his being. Once he dispels the barrier, Vegito unexpectedly splits back into Goku and Vegeta. So now we're getting on the magic school bus and getting right up inside Buu's all of his inner workings, and then the fusion dissipates,
yeah,
which we thought was permanent.
Yeah, and we find out later in Super. This isn't really going to be much of a spoiler because everybody knows this at this point anyway. Because Goku and Vegeta still exist, and they've been Vegito plenty of times. So like, fucking. The Potara earrings only fuse permanently for Kai. So that's why Vegito was able to separate back into Goku and Vegeta, because they're not Kai, they're mortals. So yeah, that's basically it. The Potara fusion, I think, has an hour of time, basically, that they can fuse.
Crazy.
So, but old Kai didn't know that because he's a fucking Kai, and everything that they tried to do was permanent. And old Kai actually is a fusion, by the way.
Yes, he is. Wow, I mean, I just think that a lot of DBZ's world building is very baked in. They follow their own rules in some ways and then break their own rules when it no longer serves them for narrative purposes.
You know what? I'm gonna borrow a JoJoism. Toriyama forgot.
Toriyama forgot, bro. Great. Incredible. Yeah, it happens. We're humans. It's season 9. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's fine.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of this unexpected event, Vegeta crushes his fusion earring, not wanting to give up his independence from Goku by permanently fusing with him. He cites that once
put it
they
in
are
his fucking pocket. Could have just put it in his fucking pocket. Oh.
Yeah. He cites that once they free their absorbed friends, Buu will lose most of his power, and they won't need to be fused to defeat him. As they journey...
Which is true.
What?
I said, which is true. That is correct.
Right. Right, the more power you take away from Buu, the easier it would be to fight him.
Yeah. Goku is stronger than Gohan, and Gohan was picking Super Buu apart, you know? So...
Yeah. I'm not thrilled about this next one, Colton. As they journey through his innards.
Yeah.
They journey through his innards.
I've seen some fan art that I don't want to talk about that depicts that exact thing.
They encounter tiny green pieces of slime. The slime begins to attack.
I'm sure they do.
And it completely covers Goku, electrocuting and paralyzing him. Suddenly, a giant worm appears, ready to eat Goku.
Oh man, this got weird.
Oh, does it get weird? Episode 274 is the weirdest thing.
This got into some deep Patreon commission territory. Just
Sometimes you do word associations and you make me tell your joke in my head for you, and I hate it. Why are we doing this? Just tell me the joke.
oh man. You don't get that?
No, I get it. Absolutely. The problem is not that the problem is that I get it, actually. But you worded it in such a way where I have to tell your joke for you to myself.
That's the best kind of humor is one that makes you think for a second.
Yeah, makes you think, but not in this way.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta say, in a long history of both Ocean Dub and Funimation Dub, neither of these make sense for what I'm about to read. I'm sure they do in the context of the show, but if I read you the description of this first and then asked you to tell me what that episode was called, you wouldn't come up with Mind Trap in the Funimation Dub. Or
if you told me anything about any of these episodes out of context, I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? The descriptions are insane. Absolutely batshit bonkers.
Yep.
What are you talking
and the
about?
Ocean Dub title, Nightmares or Illusions? Goku and Gohan's father-son confrontation.
Okay, it does make sense in the episode.
Right.
But I want to hear the description to see how just wildly inaccurate it is.
I'm going to go unchained, unstopping. I'm going through the whole thing.
I will go. I will not say anything until the end.
And then we can, I guess, try to work out what this is. Goku shakes off the slime and then blasts the worm, injuring it. The worm's brother then shows up and comically calls for their father. But instead of eating Goku, the father yells at his mischievous sons. Goku and the, I can't believe I'm about to say this, daddy worm engage in pleasantries, while Vegeta feels comically sick due to the worms. The worms point them in the right direction, but due to the damage Goku and Vegeta have caused inside Buu, Buu experiences great discomfort and decides to evacuate his bowels.
Yeah, Mind Trap is definitely not the title you want for this one.
Buu creates a toilet in the middle of nowhere and comically stinks out the surrounding area, including Dende and Hurtful Satan. Goku, Vegeta, and the worms are caught up in a surge of liquid rushing through Buu's innards, and the worms declare that it is quote-unquote potty time. A horrified Vegeta refuses to be expelled from Buu's body in such a way. He blasts a hole through the wall of whatever fluid tube they are sliding down and fly through it, with Goku following. After a long journey, they finally arrive in Buu's head, where they encounter what appear to be Piccolo, Gohan, and Gotenks. These three begin attacking Goku and Vegeta. Even though Goku and Vegeta manage to defeat their mysterious attacks, they get back up and just continue fighting. It seems that Goku and Vegeta cannot win, but when Buu goes to a bakery and begins to eat some cake, the unstoppable opponents turn into desserts. They were just Buu's thoughts. Goku and Vegeta finally find, the three, Piccolo, Gohan, and Gotenks, who are trapped in cocoons, unconscious but alive. What
so
was the first part of this episode? Why did the first part of this episode need to happen even a little bit?
It was funny. It was supposed to be cute and cheeky, tongue-in-cheek humor. Like it's just
nowhere near the cheek. It's between two cheeks. It's nowhere near the tongue or the cheek.
It's very much between two cheeks.
What are you talking about?
Oh my goodness, man! Was this a weird episode? So,
as you can see, I switched back to Discord.
Yeah.
You can't be doing it in the middle of the podcast. You can't switch nicknames in the middle of the podcast. That's fucked.
Oh man. So anyway, yeah. So this is a weird episode. Like the worms basically tell like Vegeta and Goku where Piccolo, Goten, and Trunks are, and it's fucking no.
That's right. That's right. You take an interruption.
We have to put this. You know what? Hold on. I'm taking a screenshot of this so we can put it on Twitter. So I adore this.
Bowels.
Absolutely. So yeah, this episode was weird. But the first little bits are campy and cute and funny. But then they actually get into Buu's mind, which is a place that they're going to spend for a little while. Which, another thing that I was thinking about this is you said that they go on a long journey throughout Buu's body after this. They really don't go on that long of a journey after this. Like, they blast through the hole and they're pretty much, like, walking to where Buu's mind is, which leads me to believe that Buu's piss tube runs through his head.
Oh my god. Okay, episode 275.
Either that,
Nope.
or Buu's brain is somewhere not in his head.
Yeah, okay. It's kind of like one of those cars where the engine's in the trunk. I get it. Yeah, I understand what you're getting. Like,
oh yeah, did you check out that new mid-engine Majin Buu?
episode 275. Deadly Vision.
I prefer the rear-engine one.
Episode 275, Deadly Vision in the Funimation dub. In the Ocean dub. Imagine secret 2 more Buus inside of Buu.
What do you mean 2 more Buus?
Oh no.
There's only the one!
Oh no.
Oh wait, I know what they're talking about. Okay.
Goku.
Terrible way to put it.
Goku and Vegeta cut down the cocoons, and as they do, Super Buu regresses into his normal form. Dende and Hercule continue to follow Buu. Back inside Majin Buu, Goku and Vegeta also find the fat Majin Buu. They read his thoughts to find out what happened to him. Suddenly, a thought form of Super Buu himself appears. The two join forces to defeat it, but once they do, another one appears. They realize this is a battle they cannot win. Buu finally decides that he's had enough and tries to absorb Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah. So they're literally fighting Buu inside his own head. Like, how are they going to win that? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and Buu's still now flexing on them because their powers are greatly diminished inside Buu's body. So
Right.
Vegeta like tries to blast through Buu's head, and he just like he blasts a hole into the side of his head, but it isn't actually a hole. It's like a scorch mark, pretty much. And he's like, "Did you feel that?" And he's like, "Yes, it felt like a mosquito bit me on the back of my head."
Man, he hits you with a fucking
I was like,
simile, bro.
yes.
Damn. Fucking crazy.
Oh man, so cool. I love that. But yeah, so they find Fat Buu in a cocoon, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Because he absorbed.
It's crazy.
Because Evil Buu absorbed him before he became Super Buu. He absorbed him in order to become Super Buu. So it only stands to reason that he would be in there.
So what do you think is going to happen if you cut that down?
He turns back into Evil Buu. He reverts back to his normal form.
Not necessarily, because Fat Buu isn't original Buu. Remember that. I know.
No, I have no idea what you're... Oh, Kid Buu.
Yeah. Oh man, I was gonna like leave it off on the end, but I was gonna leave it there. Okay, yeah, fine. Everybody knows Kid Buu, so everybody fucking knows it. But yeah, man.
I was like, oh, he'll be proud of me. I know the answer.
You do. I'm glad you know the answer, but I was just like, I was trying to do the next time on Dragon Ball Z because we're ending the episode. Oh, whatever. Who cares?
I'm the ocean dub. I spoil right away.
That's fair. Oh, dude, I think that's a great place to end this, because once we start from here, we get really crazy, and I think we can do. This will be the penultimate DBZevening, which oh my god, and then it's the GT evening.
Okay, I've had enough. Are you satisfied?
Yeah, right. I would love to do a GT with you. Have you watched GT?
No. I have watched GT, actually.
Yeah.
I haven't watched
Great
Super,
show.
but I have watched GT.
Actually, I'm gonna put great with an asterisk.
Great-esque.
Great moments. Great moments.
It's great adjacent.
You're great adjacent. I think that would just be good. So.
Right. There you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect.
So, and then we'll do Super after that. So I think that'd be really fun. So anyway, thank you so much for listening. Holy shit, Z, we're doing it.
We're almost there. We thought we would get there today, but we're on 275 of 291. So next time, folks, it's our last time around the traditional DBZ campfire and our last DBZevening.
Got 16 more episodes to go. Holy shit, man. I can't believe this. This is so cool. I'm so excited to finish out this show. It's so important to me. And thank you all for loving it, man. I really appreciate it. So,
and thank you all for rolling with us on this podcast. This is my first podcast in my new apartment.
Oh, yes!
So there's maybe some audio things working on, but we appreciate your patience.
Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. You know, we're gonna try our best, so it's gonna be good. Only the best.
What we do around here.
Absolutely. We try.
Try force
and force our content out into the world.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for attending your force feeding.
Not like you had a choice.